Yeah, it seems like a kind of a decent read on it.
10 seconds
I think
remaining.
also Wraith King and PL are top tier carries right now up there.
Yes, for sure.
Morph is the other one that sticks out as occasionally good, but he runs into some bad times as well,
Yeah.
depending on how quickly you can play.
We saw a fair amount of Terrorblade, but that seemed kind of matchup dependent as we saw him picked up against like an anti-mage. So good hero, but not a snap pick. Just speaking of snap, where's Snap Fire been?
I don't know. People feel like they figured it out a little bit. And her ulti
Did
is
they figure
not as
her out
like
or did they figure Mushi out?
it's a chance, but I mean, also her ultimate is not just like instant death anymore like it used to be. I still can't believe how insane that ability was when it came out.
I know. Okay.
So why
Could be
ET?
ice. Yeah, I don't know. There's a. I think whenever you think you can get away with it, I think you go for it. And Rubik is one of those supports that you can kind of get away with it on. He's just not a very intimidating lane support against an ET. He can get abused very easily because he's low move speed. And I think if you think you can bully someone in the lane, then you go for it. But they don't see the lane matchup yet. So I don't know. Well, maybe they want to go for maybe. Oh, I know what it is. It's because DJ is having trouble landing Echo Slams.
Okay, there you go.
If you can just put people to sleep first, easy.
So the other thing that you now have is two melee strength heroes against the Timbersaw. Fnatic. The thing about this that's kind of cool though is they've already got like the magic damage amp, as they're also covering the Morphling pick by it now, and now you've got like the magic damage, amp damage coming from ET into a Timbersaw with like all magic damage on the Fnatic side. They do kind of need to get some other form of like physical damage somewhere. Maybe Moon's going to play a Void Spirit that goes like the Deso build or something, because right now it's very magic damage focused.
10 seconds remaining.
5
seconds.
Yeah, but remaining. I mean, is that a bad thing to be heavily magic focused aside from your push? Which will be slowed if you're all kind of all in on that. Which generally, I think Moon, whenever he plays the mid Void Spirit, he always goes for the Deso build. Mm-hmm. I don't think I've seen him rush Aghanims a single time, no. And he definitely doesn't go Yules as a mid Void Spirit. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I would not be surprised if he gets the Deso. But I don't really think they necessarily need to worry themselves too much about physical damage. I think this Morphling kind of gets things covered on both ends, and honestly, it's starting to come to the point that I consider Morphling to be like just an outright counter to Ember Spirit, because we saw yesterday.
Yeah.
Which Morphling was it?
It was it? I think it was Natsumi,
or
maybe
it may have been Natsumi or Miracle.
Yeah,
I think it was Miracle actually.
Miracle, yeah.
Yeah, and so he was not really that useful as a hero as a Morphling, but then every single time he turned into the Ember Spirit, he just slight chained the Ember Spirit, and he turned on his own Flame Guard, went back into Morphling mode, and the Ember Spirit was just paralyzed every single team fight. And so, big fan of the Morphling pick. This Ember Spirit will have to be very, very careful because there is a lot of chain disable. So if he gets slight chained by the Morphling, then it's very easy to get Astral Remnanted, Fissured, Slept. Mm-hmm. And then we'll see what Fnatic want to choose as probably their 5 position, I would imagine. Either that or they're going to pick an Ice hero, which right now, Boom are picking a very flexible, banning a very flexible hero, the Puck. They don't know what the safe lane matchup is. The Dazzle's banned out. I think you just go for like an easy ice hero. They do not have very much time.
Okay,
never mind. They go for a 5.
I mean, that could also be an ice hero, to be honest. Ice does like playing that one.
Yeah, it may depend on who they see as this one position. Lycan. Oh, you make ET be the core for sure then.
You think so?
Yeah, dude, this guy's gonna get so much damage off of all these Lycan units.
Okay. Let's hop into game real quickly, because I want to stop looking at my face. We want to look at this thing instead, and I can also do all of the things
be
right here.
Self-conscious, Gabe. You look beautiful. I'm looking back on it. You may just need some white balancing, maybe, but that's it.
It's mainly just because then I can do all this production-oriented stuff and, start picking my nose or
pulling
whatever.
The curtain back behind it.
Exactly. Yeah, interesting.
Fnatic are not choosing. They're holding off on the picks.
They know that it's
saw,
a DJ Earthshaker. That's all they know.
It is Ice on the Snapfire. Good call.
All right. I'm
wow,
curious.
That's very strange. Maybe they think that jabs will be more useful against Timbersaw in lane as an Elder Titan than as a Snapfire, which is true. I don't think Snapfire can really bully Timbersaw that much. Can't discourage creep cutting that much, whereas Elder Titan is a little bit more effective at that just because of the natural order and being able to gather up creep damage. Yeah. I think that's the only justification, because otherwise, if you're against a Lycan, then this Ice can like legit bully. He can just like walk up to Timberstar and start punching him in a team fight if he gets the Dominator creep, the Necro creep, the Lycan Wolves, and all that stuff, all that on the Astral Spirit. That could make a big difference.
Right. Well, I'm also thinking though about like even just level 1. Normally that's when you want to try and punish a Timbersaw, right? Jabs is going to have to come out with something because he's not going to have anything but the creep wave to throw the Astral Spirit onto, which is a little bit annoying, I would say, for him. So we'll see if they can actually get any type of pushback onto this Timbersaw early, or if they're just going to have to give up the first wave or so.
I wonder if DJ may like block one of the safe lane waves actually as the Shaker, just to establish that first wave control.
It could be. All right, well, got some laughing to start this game off as we hop into game number 2. See where they go.
Always happy to see a level 25 Morphling. That means you get to hear everyone's level 25 lines.
I mean, he was the original, right?
He was the original
with the well, maybe we shouldn't say original. He was the original with the Morph Shaker. The Genes.
I think he was one of the very first 25s also, because that was like during TI quals that everyone was like, "Whoa, you can say that on everyone."
Right. Yeah, because Morphling was like not being picked at all, and then all of a sudden it was. So yeah, Shaker.
I don't even know what is Lycan's 25 line even. Sorry, I may be focusing on this too much. I'm just very excited every single time it happens.
It's fine. Just to tell me what it is. I want to know.
I'll look it up. Give me the excuse to do so, and I'll oblige.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, I think that, so this right here, you've got like Earthshaker Morph, which is such a strong timing. We've all seen how insane it can be. But you do, I mean, it feels like that's part of the strength of this like ET pick, right? Is that you kind of just are going to be able to hold the waves that much better, hold your high ground that much better. Could be good.
I couldn't find it. I don't know how to look it up.
What do you mean you don't know how to look it up? Are you kidding me? Go to Heroes, and then go to Dota Plus. There's the About thing, and then Next Rewards is the thing you want to look at.
Oh, yeah. See, here's the thing. I don't have Dota Plus.
What? Unbelievable. All right.
I don't spam heroes. So, like, I never make my way to get hero lines. And I don't do Battle Cup anymore either. And so between those two things, Dota Plus is just not worth it for me these days.
Dude's about to get fired. Unbelievable.
I'm sorry. And I don't need the camp stacking advice, because I'm good at the game. I don't need it making it autopilot for me with a ward advice, all that stuff. Nah, man, it's all up here in the brain.
All right, we'll see. Let's play a game later.
Let's do it.
Oh, FBZ already gonna put a little bit of hurt there on 23 Savage.
Yo, Jeff slapping this Rubik's ass.
He's making it happen, man. He's an angry boy. Give him the punches.
Punches.
Are they going to block this off, though? It doesn't look like they're blocking either camps. Okay.
Yeah, that's very strange. I'm surprised that Hyde just didn't walk over and body block it. He has boots on the Rubik also. What the heck? Okay.
I guess that with the creep wave there, he didn't want to just leave it open for a lot of denies, but this does mean that you hypothetically can get a couple of stacks off on these camps. We'll see if Jabs is going to be able to make that happen. Down bottom, though, Dreamacell and Kezcute facing off against Ice and DJ. I saw Ice practicing a couple of different builds when Snapfire first came out. One was where he maxed a little Shredder. He was the only person that I saw do that, and it's like actually one of the highest damage ratios if you look at how it scales, but it's only for single target, and it means you can't farm as well. So probably just going to be seeing the 440 build.
It got nerfed also quite a bit from what I recall, from what its first incarnation whenever Snapfire was released, because it was a very, very effective laning tool, but now not so much. I'm more interested in what his item build is going to be, because he's been like getting mech on all of his offlaners, and I am surprised that he considers mech that high priority. We'll see if he goes for it again on the Snapfire, but tankability in general seems to be the priority on core Snapfire, from what I recall. So we'll see if that remains to be the case.
Already starting it off nice with the headdress, as well as the magic stick. DJ holding on to one himself as well. Cute in the meantime, gonna come and contest this like slight pull that's going on. Oh, DJ, he's coming for it. You can't let that happen. You can't let that happen. It's too easy. Yeah, you mentioned it. Jab's doing a good job already here of getting some nice little extra bonus damage with the Astral Spirit. This is finished, cleared through already, so he isn't going to be able to get another pull off. Needs to wait and stack that one up. We'll see if they block this camp here.
Is he going to block it? He's blocking his own hard camp, really?
I guess he doesn't want them to get the side pull off, since the wave's going to be pushing otherwise with the double range creep.
But like all the trees are gone, so I feel like you should be able to pretty easily intercept a side pull. Maybe it's because Timbersaw can get free reactive armor stacks in between waves. That may be part of it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You never see an Elder Titan depressed about having a camp be open to access, so very strange. I mean, he's doing so much damage to hide.
A lot of punches. Jabs. Body blocked in, though, and isn't going to be able to do anything else. Jabs just going to get a little tip there to FBZ. Nice body block, saving your buddy hide. That's what you like to see.
Let's see what's popping off mid lane. Actually, Mikoto gets chains into a flame guard.
A lot of damage. Fairy Fire's theirs, though, so it won't be able to get that kill.
Yeah. 22 to 16. Wow, Moon's doing fantastic in this lane. I don't know. All those people criticizing you for saying Moon's the best Southeast Asia mid laner. So far, there's not been a compelling case saying otherwise. Although Mikoto did play a very, very good Shadow Fiend in the previous game.
Yeah, I mean, the question of, like, who's the best, it's always, like, so... You know,
no, there's pure objective analysis. No opinions are involved here. It's entirely numbers driven.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, that's some numbers right there. Going into the coffers of Hyde. Getting first blood here, and might actually ensure that they're able to get bounty runes. We'll see what this situation is. It's only 30 seconds away from them popping. Cute is not quite in range of that observer ward. A little frustrating, I'm sure.
Dreamacell?
He's getting pummeled. Cookie in, couple more punches, and Mr. DJ getting on the board early here.
Good, because I do not want a repeat performance of the last game from DJ. It's not exciting to see an Earthshaker who's never slamming. It's just depressing to watch. So see if he's capable of a little bit more, which I think Ice also as a Snapfire will be less greedy than him as a Dazzle, so it should open up more of the map to DJ to farm, hopefully. Yeah. But that's a good start for sure. Oh wow, Andy might kill this Shadow Demon. He was trying to get an outpost. Yep.
No such luck. Ice puts the kibosh on it, stops that pressure, and DJ gonna also look like farm up the small camp. Ice just comes in, takes all the creeps. Classic. But yeah, pretty good stuff there. As far as the bounty runes go, there's still this one that's up on the high ground. It looks like it was 2 for 1 going the other direction as Hyde picked up one of those bounties. Still hanging out for the other one in case the Ember wants to go fill up his bottle in a little bit. Which you might just do.
Yeah. Mid lane's very close. Moon correctly predicts that there's a haste rune going to be up top, while Mikoto sees that there's no rune bot and TP's back home. And 23 Savage taking a fair amount of abuse from this Radiant offlane. Nice glyph on the wave.
Yeah, that's a ton of damage on just the tower afterwards as well. They get the stomp, good connection in the midst of that, and actually gonna hit on the creeps too. They almost take down that catapult. Jabs.
Yeah, the siege creeps are all asleep, but now Cute's up here.
Yeah, they're just keeping him back. Jabs is taking a lot of his shadow
poison. He is drawing this wave away, which I don't know if he wanted to, but it's kind of a good thing.
And on the other side over here, they kill off Dreamacell. FBZ still being ran down a little bit. The stomp going to connect onto 2. And that is going to be the kill. So they lose bottom, though, the Lycan. Not great for Boom, as the collection of DJ and Ice were able to bait him into a bad position.
Yeah, I don't know why Shadow Demon left. I would figure with 2 points in Shadow Poison and Boots, you should be able to harass an Earthshaker pretty effectively. But, oh, Morphling, Telekinesis. Yeah, he's got 3 points in his attribute shift now, so he's good.
Bottom lane is where they're going to try and set up for a kill again onto Lycan. He just TP'd into here, so they're saying, we can make this kill happen again, and he's going to have to walk back. The Remnant is down. Dreamcell in some trouble as Moon is still chasing, and with the ET in the area, it looks like they are going to be able to keep vision of him. There's the catch, there's the kill. Ice cleans it up, and now Kezku,
nice
they show up with the Ember Spirit as well. Makoto's in some trouble here. Flameguard is all the way kind of gone. He's going to have to throw out his Remnant just to make sure that he can get out of there. 23 Savage throwing out the...
That's my boy.
The early chat lines. Man, big win, though, as they take down Ice, or rather up top.
Oh, no. Makoto, your courier.
Not great.
Yeah, man, this Lycan is having a miserable game right now. Now he's going to have to take a walk of shame to the mid lane, which may be part of the reason why Makoto came down here. It's not so much to turn around the gank, but more to be like, I'm confiscating the safe lane from you. You can't be trusted down here. We'll give a hero that has an actual viable escape, because Lycan, not level 6 yet. Once he hits level 6, then maybe he can go back to the lane, but he needs to find that level 6 elsewhere, so he's just going to jungle for right now.
Yeah, totally. And you could see there as well, like, even this Timber
Shadow Demon, mid?
He's fine.
He's fine.
Get back to the grave.
He's taking a little nap.
Exactly. Moon there is going to spot out Dreamcell, not really able to do much. And it is 23 Savage that goes down up top. Hyde finding that kill. So the thing I was going to say, though, is that 23 Savage was able to get the kill on the Timbersaw a second ago. And then you get the return kill now onto the Morphling. So what was looking until that Morphling death like a really good situation for Fnatic, it looks like they're kind of pulling away with this game here so far.
Yeah, the Lycan getting so massively shut down, like even if Morphling dies one more time, it's still not that big of a deal, because Lycan does not have, like, I will oftentimes see Lycans get like a straight Necrobook before the laning phase ends, just level 1 Necrobook,
right,
and then go into the Dominator afterwards, but Dreamcell is nowhere near that pace. But thankfully FBZ is doing a pretty good job top, killing off the Morphling and now successfully taking this tier 1 tower, so more space created for the Lycan, and any lane that they can relieve some pressure on is a huge asset, because it looks like Moon really wants to play around the map. 23 Savage is rotating around very early on.
Jabs, he's going to get pushed back by Hyde and FBZ as they're trying to take that outpost, and Makoto seeing if he can take this other one to the side, so we'll keep our eyes on that as they get
that's a slam.
That's a hell of a play, DJ.
That's a 9.5-minute blink dagger. Goddamn.
This is what I was going to talk about. Up until that last second there, as they picked up some bounty runes, DJ was actually ahead of everybody but the Ember Spirit on Boom's team. Like, he is so farmed this game.
Yeah, the handful of kills on the Lycan, and then while all this time that Moon's Void Spirit was roaming around, DJ was keeping the mid lane warm and taking all of that CS. So super early blink dagger. Great debut. Getting a kill on that Ember Spirit.
This game is just it's really starting to like pick up the pace, and I mean, if you're not careful on Boom, you need to start making some moves around. They've got transformation here on Lycan if they want to pop the shapeshift, but like the fact that it's not happening right now, it's really scary. The Necrobooks level 1 are in. They're already taking some extra tier 1 tower damage onto this with the catapult nearby. Looks like they will be able to defend it for the moment, but like 23 Savage is not at all concerned at the moment. Level 9. It's a monster.
Nor do I think he needs to be anytime soon, because there is minimal burst damage on the side of Boom, and even what is the burst damage, which would be the Ember Spirit, is kind of a liability, as we see time and time again. Morphling being able to turn into Ember Spirit is such a good counter to Ember Spirit. So 23 Savage can play very, very greedy this game. He can stay on super low strength for pretty much as long as he knows where Timbersaw is. He can do that.
Yeah. Everybody very farmed, and a 3,000 gold lead now, as they will be able to come and invade the jungle a little bit. Kezku back in, throws out one of the shadow poisons hits. Hyde is here as they have the ulti coming in from Kezku, and it looks like Jabs will have finally gone a bit too far. So they do punish him there.
That's a cool ward, though. That is not going to be easily countered.
Yeah. It's
I
Radiance.
Oh yeah. Oh, never mind.
I mean, it's still a cool ward for Dire to get eventually if they want to pick it up later.
Yeah, that's cool. Dire. Well, I was just assuming that if Jabs was way over here, he was placing wards.
Right.
But not the case.
Remnant stolen by the Rubik. Hyde's also been able to get some decent net worth on him here, as they do find the stomp on a couple Necro units. Ice cleans him up. I still don't think that we've seen the Snapfire ultimate used yet, as Ice has mainly been focused on just farming up and has this mechanism done.
Yeah, which is, again, like why I'm so surprised that he's prioritizing mech so heavily, because if he's not going to be grouping up with his team to team fight, then what's the purpose of it? It may be just to discourage team fights, because now Shapeshift is being used, Dream Cell.
Backs up,
on the run.
Fissure looking for a block off, isn't quite going to be able to get there in time. Makoto goes in real deep as well. They throw out the Chakram, Cookie, dodge away, but FBZ finishes him off. Jump in, Echo Slam. Is there enough follow-up though? The Snapfire ultimate comes out, and it looks like FBZ will be able to get out of there. So they take down 1 for 1, but you're happy with that if you're Fnatic.
Yeah, that's the mid Ember Spirit yet again going down. That's 2 quick kills back to back on him, and he doesn't have a single major item completed yet. He's still working his way to the Maelstrom.
I mean, the scariest thing about all this is Ice is going to get punched by FBZ a little bit here. Is that this is before like Morph Shaker really comes online. They're winning before their power spike. So I don't know what your plans are here if you're Boom, but you gotta get to giddy up, and it's it's looking real scary.
Yeah, they've successfully taken out 1 tower, but that wasn't even the Lycan doing it. That was the Timbersaw taking an uncontested tower. So Lycan, he's consuming a great deal of space, but I don't know if him taking space can out-carry a Morphling Shaker.
Yeah, they need to... I mean, obviously, you've got to make sure that you make something happen with the shapeshifts, but also it's like getting into that level 3 necro book, being able to start pressuring the tower. Like it's hard, but you need those summons, you need the levels, you need everything. And FBZ is going to be a good tank up front and center here. He clears through the creep waves. Hits onto Ice. Stomp, not going to connect. FBZ backing out. They bring in 23 Savage. He gets the switch off though onto strength form. Rubik stealing that is really nice for him. As FBZ playing intercept onto everybody. DJ looking for an opening, does not have the Echo Slam, but is able to still find the control, bring down FBZ, and Makoto just, they all have to back out now. They can't do anything here. Taking down maybe, follow-up chase coming. Savage switched over into the Timbersaw, gets the chase down, kills off Kezcute. Like, as soon as that Timber dies, they just have no way to take the fight. Hyde, because he was able to switch over his strength form, is living very long time through this one. As the jump in, turn around, ate the Remnant. He isn't even able to get off the Scatter Blast. Makoto now in trouble as the stun is there. Has another Remnant in a second. Makoto trying to back out. Is going to be able to get the jump away. Moon misses just barely there, and Dissimulate to back out. Moon living.
Seems like not only does Ember Spirit get countered heavily by the Morph, but it seems Timbersaw as well, as Morph turns into the Timbersaw, whirling deaths him in like a massive group of trees right behind the mid-tier 1, and that Timbersaw just gets eaten alive with a bunch of strength loss and pure damage, although he does see 23 Savage now, but again, like you have no real strong burst.
Oh my god, and it's really hard for him to go anywhere right now. They're just going to beat him down, almost completely eviscerated there. Kezcute shows up, gonna throw out, well, now the Demonic Purge as well. They've got the chains on 23 Savage, but he is not going down yet. Shapeshift used, the follow-up coming. Moon able to back out of there again. Do they have enough damage to bring him down? They will. As the jump away, 23 Savage very much switched over into the strength form, has the adaptive strike, still being held in place by the root. Can they kill off this guy? Cookie to jump over to the other side. DJ, they kill him off one time, has the Echo Slam, lands onto 2. Do they have any more follow-up? They will. So they lose their Morphling, but take down both the Timber and the Lycan.
Yeah, that's a hell of value, and Ember has no remnants for another 3 seconds.
Makoto gets the jump away.
Oh, he had one out.
Yeah, now he is. He's going to be able to get out of there, it looks like. Any extra follow-up? No, they don't got nothing.
So how much, let's see, is there a fight recap? I want to see if Moon ends up profiting from that. Either way, it's still totally worth the buyback, but I want to see if he significantly benefited. Okay, it's not going to come up for me. Whatever the case, great buyback. Morphling had
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
opportunities to get out, and he was kind of being a little bit greedy, hanging around as now Hyde gets spotted out. Ooh,
Remnant
that's
used.
defensive.
DJ's just back
Dueling
behind the
remnants.
lines here, though. A couple chains goes out there. Fissure gonna land. DJ gets the stun off to the side. Moon in some trouble. Cannot use the Resonant Pulse to get extra HP, or effective HP rather. As another Shadow Poison is there. Remnant gonna be off the mark. Moon trying to back away, and Jabs is nearby to make sure that that Void Spirit does not go down. So Fnatic covering their bases, backing out. FBZ not able to chase.
Yeah, I'm still concerned about this Morph Shaker. Again, like, this is, these are fights that are happening before this combination comes online, and so Boom just breaking even and not taking objectives. So far, they've only taken 2 tier 1 towers, which is the same thing that Dire's done.
They just kill off a whole wave of creeps, and then also the Helm of the Dominator. Yeah, that one hurts. That one hurts. Aquila dropped. See who picks that one up. Man.
Oh man, and another Shawl for 23 Savage, and he has the E-Blade completed. Oh, he actually sends it back.
Alright.
Alright, the Embrace is always nice.
I guess a lot of damage that was coming out, like, what ended up killing him was some of the Lycan summons, too.
That's true. Minus armor would definitely be kind of painful.
But, yeah, Fnatic are already looking in charge of this game right now. Very much so, and you kind of need to, like, scratch your head, figure out maybe some split pushing stuff coming from Dreamocell is going to be the answer. I don't know. They're taking buildings. They're taking, like, objectives. If they want to, they can run into Roche pretty soon here. Looks very scary.
With the Deso completed on Void Spirit, it's at their leisure that they can take it. But both teams can take it very quickly, so if you want to start a fight, you have to be sure that you're willing to finish it, as the Lycan Wolf is actually scouting out all these Dire heroes.
Yeah, good vision given. You do have Mechanism just now done on the Timber Saw. And mid lane, oh, FBZ pulled back in. He has that mech. Can they bring him down in time? Full control, full takedown. Mech is there, misses his chain. Chain chase out. Can they get him down? Doesn't look like it. They didn't pop the DD on Moon. So maybe it could have been able to get that kill if they would have used that. But regardless, FBZ lives. And Fnatic gonna smoke up afterwards and go for round 2.
Also, it seemed like the splitter pushed him over the fissure or something like that, because like I definitely saw him on one side of the fissure and then immediately on the other side, so a little bit unlucky there. But now they're like relinquishing Roche control, and this Lycan Wolf is scouting out the entire Dire jungle because they're like, where the hell did they all go? But they all went south to maybe see if Boom were going to try to reclaim their outpost, which they did not. Boom ended up giving up both outposts.
Jabs walks high ground. Rooted. Are they going to chase him here? They've got eyes on him. DJ on the other side, outside of the smoke, holding on to that fissure for the moment. They have Echo if they want to use it. Jumping, coming from Makoto. Rooted only onto Ice. Already used his cookie. In a little bit of trouble there. They've already killed off Jabs. Now trying to take down this Snapfire. Well, chasing further forward. They bought back now on the ET. Trying to get into this fight. Controlling DJ. Gets the haster and walk away, but Hyde able to finish him off. Do they have anything else left in the tank here? There's 2 already dead, but Fnatic, they're in pretty deep. There's the lift already taking him down. He is dead. Triple kill for Dreamocell. Fnatic, what happened?
Well, for one thing, Kescute immediately used his Demonic Purge on Morphling, and then Morphling, I guess, didn't really pay attention to it, so he turned into the Ember Spirit, and then turned on Flame Guard, and then it immediately got purged off by the Demonic Purge. And so I think Morphling may have thought that he was a little bit tankier than he was, and just hung around in the fight a little bit too long afterwards, that he gets blown up. And also, Shaker was kind of baiting out a haste rune. He was standing right next to the haste rune, waiting for his Elder Titan to take it in case Jabs needed help escaping. But I feel like DJ is a higher priority, especially since DJ had used the blink to get into the river next to the haste rune to begin with. So
right.
It seemed like Fnatic couldn't decide whether they wanted to take the fight or not, and that indecision ends up costing them 3 lives.
As you mentioned, Radiant very much capable of taking Roshan. They clean it out quickly. Pick that up. Gonna be ready to try and go for another round of push. I mean, again, the elephant in the room here is gonna be Morphling picking up this Aghanim Scepter eventually. It has one component of it. He could still switch back for the BKB if he feels like he needs to, if things are getting like, if he thinks the other way is just a little bit too scary, since he does already have just the Ogre Axe, but I have a feeling he's going to finish off that Axe and then just go to town.
Yeah, no, there's nowhere near, you know, if there were like more silences, then maybe Morphling would consider getting a BKB, but in this situation, there's not enough crowd control to discourage him from going for the Aghanim Scepter. And you, like, this is the game plan in every Earthshaker Morphling game. You will just wait until he finishes the Aghanim Scepter. You don't really need to fight anytime sooner than that.
Right. Yeah, agreed. And it is even that much scarier when there's an ET in the game with the natural order aura working. It's really hard to deal with. There's actually going to be Earthshaker that picks up the Nether Shawl. So he's there for the more damage dealing as well, if things work out that way. Ice Ice Ice, after picking up the Guardian Greaves, is now going back for a Halberd, which is kind of an interesting build. I feel like a lot of damage from Lycan comes from all the rest of his summons as well, not just him. But I guess the evasion's good as well.
Yeah, just more to tank up this Snapfire. Like I said, that seems to be the name of the game, of course, Snapfire, just to make her as beefy as possible. Especially seeing as how her ult is not really that useful this game. The fights are moving around so much. You have to somehow manage to get your kisses onto a Lycan who's running around at hasted move speed, a Timbersaw with Chain, and an Ember Spirit with Remnants. So it's not really likely that Ice 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 is going to deal very much damage with his ult, so might as well just tank up and stick around with this team and be useful as utility.
Look at Moon here holding on to the illusion rune. I'm excited to see. I mean, what would he do there? I guess taking off like the poison stacks or something. There's a lot of cool things you could do with it. Pretty hyped.
Wait, with what? Sorry.
The illusion rune on Moon. Just keeping it in the bottle, right? Pop it.
Yeah. There's definitely some options. He's actually the one who took the Dragon Scale off of the Earthshaker, who was holding onto it initially. Oh, Aghanim Scepter's online. Oh boy. Now the game begins.
That was quick. That was real quick. Oh no. He doesn't quite have that level 18 yet though, which is one of the things that lets him keep that permanent uptime, I think. The Morph 20 seconds, yeah, it's still going to be around for a while, but it's not like
I think you need
permanent.
the level. I think you need the level 20 talent also with the cooldown reduction, I think.
I'm pretty sure that you don't, if I remember right, because I remember thinking that and then being like, oh wait, no, he still just kills them all. But we'll see.
Yeah, you may be right.
Oh, Fissure. He only had one, though. Where's the Morphling? FBZ is going to show up in a second on 23 Savage. They get big ol' ulti coming from jabs. They've already lost the Void Spirit. Fnatic, this is the timing they're supposed to be fighting. And 23 Savage was just not there.
He went bot to go farm.
I don't know about that one.
A little bit of miscommunication, especially since they smoked. I feel like 23 Savage and Earthshaker were just hoping for a pick, not a fight. And so once they didn't see anyone in the Radiant jungle, they were like, oh, okay, let's go back to farming. Whereas Void Spirit and the rest of Fnatic were like, oh, let's get into position. Let's like push a tower now that you have this timing. Right. And 23 Savage was just not on the same page.
So yeah, the cooldown 100 seconds at level 2, and then 40 seconds with 40-second duration at level 3.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. So he should get it off this wave.
Maybe that's part of the reason why he was like, I don't want to fight yet till I get 18. It could have been part of it. But whatever the case, it was like, I think it's really easy to just point at 23 Savage, which I did in the cast. But it also...
No, that was a team decision. That wasn't 23 Savage's fault.
Exactly.
Like, it was only him and the Shaker who smoked. If it was the whole team that smoked, and then he went bot, then yeah, that's definitely on him. But this is more a Fnatic team decision. But he has level 18 now. You know what would be the biggest flex is if before that fight he used the Shaker 25 line to announce that I have the Aghanim Scepter before anyone sees him.
I think that's I want to see somebody do that. That would be great. That would be wonderful. Moon here, gonna clear through the wave. Resident Pulse afterwards, and now with the smoke up as 4, Roche. It is going to be the Aegis reclaimed. So now they're ready to party. Dire scanning, looking for anybody. Come to us. Let's battle.
I don't know if they didn't take the time right, because they scanned under their own vision, and I don't think Boom are going to smoke when their Aegis is timing out.
Right.
So They can verify that the outpost is being claimed by Dreamacell in his own jungle, but the Super Enchant brothers are just bouncing around, looking for someone in the Radiant jungle.
I mean, this is the really scary thing about this, is that you don't have to catch him off guard with it. Like, you can just play it normally, and it's like, you actually can't deal with it. God, I still can't believe that this is, like, basically remained unchanged.
It's been nerfed, at least, somewhat. Specifically, the cast animation. Like, it used to be you had a Blink Dagger for free whenever you activated Enchant. But now, you kind of had to time it. You kind of have to time it.
Right. Well, FBZ is here. They throw out the Dissimulate. 23 Savage ready to go in. Fissure round 1. Gonna land. Fissure round 2 afterwards. Do they even need it? Okay, switching over to Strength Form. It's a little bit better than the Agi he did earlier, but he's rooted. He's in some trouble. Maybe the big old jump in coming from DJ as they blow them all up. The buybacks come immediately. Makoto trying to take him down, and Savage actually overplays his hand. He gets taken down. It was pretty for a minute, but then they end up losing him. Dude, I don't know. There have been some questionable things going on so far. Maybe he's out of practice with the Morphling, but he switched down to Agi earlier in one of the fights. The meantime, they were pushing bottom and almost take down the tier 3 tower. Oh, and now they got Moon.
Telekinesis.
He does not have any remnants right now available or abilities to jump on the Astral Step. Chase coming, Dissimulate, hiding.
BKB.
Seeing if he can get out of here. Moon continuing to escape.
He can BKB TP now.
Well, he's going to go for it. And it looks like they will be able to get out of there with him. So buying some extra space.
Even whenever I see these mistakes, the Morph Shaker always wins. It's just too good. I can see the boom, like, teams can play perfectly against it. And once you hit this point, once Morphling's level 18, then it's so difficult. Look at the range of the Fissure. Like, again, like you said, you can just play it normally. You don't need to take them by surprise.
Yeah. No, it's true. I mean, again, it does have that feeling. I mean, right now the odds, is that a 7 or a 2? I can't tell. It was something. It was something. But regardless, I will say that, like, if you misplay a couple more times like this, you possibly give Boom an avenue into this game. Because right now it feels like it should be all them. And, like, Lycan still is a really scary hero to face off against. As DJ finds one. FBZ there as well, jumps in and just dead. Kezcute is gone. FBZ, can he get out of here? Does he need to worry about this? They taunt, pull him back in. Another round of the enchant. All right, this is the problem. this is the issue. It's really hard to fight.
Roche is going to be a very quick respawn. Spawning now in 2 seconds. We'll see if Chabs has the... Oh, no! He just now sent the spirit out of the pit. Although the courier is going to fly over it.
Yeah, they have
and it verifies that Roche is up.
Nice. So
back we go.
BKB is still a little ways away before 23 Savage has it, but with this Aegis, he's going to feel a lot more confident going on in to take down Roche. Well, top lane, Kodo not able to find it, but bottom, they're hitting this tower.
Oh yeah, actually, these Necro Creeps, they may be able... Oh, they're going. They're going. These Necro Creeps. Okay, that is very close though.
Yeah, it's super low, and they aren't going to be able to get the catapult in position either to take with it. Did it get in?
Oh, yeah, rage. No, it aggroed because, oh no!
Makoto, in the meantime, up top, went in to try and cut a wave and got punished super hard by Moon and DJ. That was Echo Slam, used the full combination out, his newly minted Shadow Blade, and they will lose the Ember. 3,000 gold lead for Fnatic, but it is feeling real hard to get any type of fight as he switches into the Granny.
Woo! Shredder. The Shredder buff should stay. So I wonder if he Shredders and then... Oh, he didn't activate it.
Okay. Well,
it's not that great. It turns your damage flat, so it's not like he can rapid fire Morphling attacks.
Mid lane, they find themselves the Lycan yet again, who's trying to kill these guys off, but a Fissure, and they're... I mean, God.
That Astral Step.
It just blows up all of those creeps. And they just have to run away right now with Lycan. Like, he pops his ulti to run to bottom to try and pressure this out to stop it, but this is just, it is so ridiculously hard to face in this. The jump in,
Shadow Demon
trying to keep him alive. It ain't gonna happen. X marks the spot where he will die. This 23 Savage looking for more, finds the Rubik dead so quickly as they turn back towards the towers. And maybe many Earths, but there's only one Earthshaker is not true.
I don't know if I agree with that.
You goddamn liar. Turning to try and fight this, switching over to Strength 4, living through it. The BKB is out. Makoto just takes too much damage as he gets blown up afterwards. One more hit, and the Morphling is going to be able to get that kill. Finding another round if he wants to. Cookie forward, jumping onto FBC. He's hitting onto buildings now. Or is he going to go to try and take down this Timbersaw? With a little bit of help from Ice Ice Ice, he manages to find the kill. They will take down
there's
DJ.
Only one Earthshaker. Use the line.
Now it's on cooldown, I'm sure. Jump in again. Oh, he's just going to imprison himself. Has he gone too far? There's the fissure. Can it connect? They take down the Shadow Demon. And then the jump back home to push out and take down the melee. Barracks, 23 Savage now switch
Ember Spirit
over to that one, and Strength form, Wave form through, Sleight of Fist as he goes down. No, he's still not gonna go down. Dream of Soul wants it so badly, but it ain't gonna happen.
What have you learned?
Yeah, he's gonna give up his life there, it looks like. Yeah, this is looking super duper over. DJ's back. He's baiting it. Okay, yeah. TJ reveals himself.
5 seconds left on Morph.
Well, and now he's back into DJ form again. Enchant Totem, give him the punch. 1-2, why not? There are 4 heroes alive from Boom, but there is only one hero that matters in this game, and that hero is 23 Savage. Yeah, this is feeling super duper over. Oh, Dream of Cell, don't let it happen to you. Just GG out now. Stop the pain. Oh my god. Ice Ice Ice. They want to fight anybody else, but there's only one person again that really matters. Is they do find another kill. Almost waveform. Yeah, he's done. Wicked 6 streak for this Morphling, as he is going to take down the tier 3 tower here to the side. Dreamless, they actually kill off Moon, who was diving.
I think Moon was trying to do some shopping or something, or like swap neutral items. I don't know what he was doing in the fountain there.
23 Savage switches into the Elder
Titan,
the
spider-leg bait.
And now he's going to turn and try and take down Dreamless. Maybe a little bit of a misplay here, but he does get that Astral Spirit extra damage for a while, as well as the BKB for a bit. Kez cute. Turns now over to the side.
Oh my god,
down low. What have you done? Oh. My man, you misplayed. And now they're going to try and run him down again. I mean,
oh my god, the disruption illusions.
Oh my goodness. Why is this thing happening, Fnatic?
Oh, and he has the Soul Catcher, gives a illusion on death talent. Hell yeah.
Okay.
You could totally use this more. Oh no, use it. What is it? Don't just let it sit there. You can push waves for days.
He's going to go take it now. I mean, yeah. I don't know if this matters at all. In fact, I'm gonna hazard a guess that it really doesn't.
That would be a good hazard.
But you know, maybe
I do know.
Maybe if they can wait another 3 minutes, they can get Roche. Who knows?
They did successfully take the tier 3 down bot, so they could theoretically just rush tier 4s if they ever get an opening, but it's gotta be a Pacific Ocean of an opening for them to even contemplate that. I
mean, I will say that Fnatic are not playing very careful at all. No, it's like they're autopiloting, and that's always a little bit dangerous, but it might not matter at all. I think the biggest thing about it that's going to be interesting to watch is, like, if Dreamless does manage to get some time unimpeded at the tier 4 towers, like, we've seen a Lycan split push and just end games before. It's happened.
Yeah, he's got AC. Could theoretically, I mean, we'll see what he chooses as his 25, because the Wolf Summoned is rarely taken, but if you're going to be split pushing, Critical Strike does not help you at all. So I think that's kind of their only way back into the game.
I think that he takes it. I've seen a couple of people take the Wolves, just because, like, the extra vision that he gets you sometimes in the late game or whatever. But I don't know. We'll have to wait. Again, this game could be over in like 5 minutes if Fnatic really want to like play this out safely. But are they going to do that? Moon, like, he's just running into all of them. BKB out there, turns on to Hyde, trying to kill him off, is going to get disrupted to keep himself alive for the moment, and 20 just one-shotted Makoto right there as he's going to look for the backlines over to the side here, runs into Kezcute, one more punch. Can he get it? He will indeed, and now FBZ, one kind of left alone, as well as Moon, who's going to get eaten up for the moment by the big bad wolf. Dreamocell, he's like, actually, I don't want to go after 23 Savage at all. Going to try and kill somebody else. Realizes that's not going to work. FPC fully encapsulated in pain as a triple kill comes from 23 Savage. And yeah, they're looking to try and end this one now, it looks like. They don't have a creep wave, though. Does it matter?
I think we can backdoor this. Oh, there's a buyback on Timbersaw.
No, they like I said, they don't have a creep wave. It's good. They got one coming mid. Okay.
Void Spirit's not here. Otherwise, with the Deso, I think they could have. But yeah, backdoor protection is going to turn off soon enough.
And it does right now. Boom, hoping to wait this out if they can just a little bit longer. DJ is back behind the lines with the spider legs, ready to jump onto him because...
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, it's so dirty. How is this fair? GG. Yeah, TJ just jumps in. And, well, I mean, we knew it was coming. At a certain point, you just got to ban the Morph Shaker. It's too good.
Especially because both of these heroes are just good in general right now. Morphling, we've been seeing very, very frequently as a carry. Earthshaker, very, very commonly in the first phase. Instead, they opted to ban out the Wraith King, which, you know, Wraith King's good. Morph Shaker's a little bit better.
I wonder if they just forgot about it. Like, sometimes that happens, you know? Or, like, I think also the fact that now you're kind of in a position where if through your first 4 bans you don't ban Shaker and they pick it, you kind of have to ban Morphling. And that means that all the rest of your lineup can, like, fall apart, too. You know what I mean? Like, you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't.
But not all teams have been going for it. Like, we've been seeing plenty of both of these heroes. We've been seeing plenty, like I said, both of these heroes are top tier. And Morphling is probably more commonly banned, but there have been many drafts where the hero's available and they just go for a different carry. So it is somewhat dependent on the team that's playing it. Right. And Fnatic's a very good team, and I think you still have to be a pretty good team to pull off this strategy because if it was just face roll good, then people would just first phase it every time, right? So
but I think that you need a morph player that plays it. That I think that the team itself matters so much less than it does in any other. Like with an IO draft, you need everybody to play an IO. Like the entire team to know how to play around IO. With this, like what did Ice do in this game? You know, like he could have been literally.
What are you talking about? He gave up a lane to DJ. It's very important in the Morph Shaker combination. Someone needs to give up the lane to Shaker.
Yeah, or like what did Jabs do in this? Like I don't know. To me, that's the thing that's crazy about it is that yes, I agree. You can't. It's not just face roll good like it used to, but it feels like I haven't seen Morph Shaker lose since even the nerf. If it gets to that point, like there's some games before where people were just doing it and they had no idea what they were doing on Morphling, you could tell, but here it's like, I don't know. It still just seems like so ridiculously strong that it's like, almost feels like it's not even Dota anymore. I don't know. It's crazy. Well,
yeah, I was very surprised that the nerf approach was to nerf out Shaker. It seems like to an extent, Icestrike still finds it very amusing because to me, I thought that the most logical nerf would be don't make Morphling Ags also upgrade basic abilities,
right?
Which wouldn't really substantially change the Ags. Like the Ags is still effectively the same, but you just like there aren't that many OP combinations, but. It's very fun to watch whenever you don't see it every single game. I know you and I were casting the very first major, and we were immensely bored after the third time seeing it. We were like, okay, 25 minutes. Okay, what point? How many points does Earthshaker have an enchant? Is Morphling level 18 yet? Okay, the game's over now. Great.
Yeah. But it's like it's also not over. You kind of have to wait for the creeps to get to the base, and then it's over afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember there was I think during the summit minor, there was also like this one moment where Grant was trying to talk about like, is the game really over? And OD Pixel was just like, oh, Grant, my sweet summer child.
Right.
And he like kept trying to play devil's advocate. It's just no, it's too good.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, I think that there's still something to be said for the fact that like there's ways to, maybe some of it also is the lack of control they have in this game. There's a lot of potential things you could look at. But the end result from that is that Fnatic win 2-0 over Boom Esports. Game 1, very competitive. Game 2, much less so. We do have another series that's going to be going on later on tonight. It's going to be Geek Fam facing off against CR. So again, the return of Mushi in Ohio has not gone the way that I think they wanted it to go so far. As right now they are bottom of the group 0-4.
Tell me 1-8 isn't the way they wanted it to go.
It's not been great. But Geek Fam also they're going to be the ones that they're going to be facing off against. They're 1-3, so it's kind of a battle of the bottom of the bracket right now that we've got going for game number 2. But sometimes those are the most entertaining games. You know, could be fun.
Indeed. Yeah, let's see it.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around. Our second series should be starting in about 20 minutes. That's tend to be about the timing. So go get yourself some food, maybe yourself a drink, and we'll see you guys back for our second series of the night. Geek Fam facing off against CR.